MasterChef is back. Hundreds have auditioned, and now the best 40 amateur cooks are through.
Fire!
If you get drunk, then I might get through.
Each week, 10 new contestants battle for just 4 places in the quarter-final.
I think this is the best pudding I've eaten this year.
Only the strongest will make it through to the final challenges.
Each one has to be perfect.
Yes! I've polished my spoon, I've loosened my belt, I'm ready to go.
The taste buds are ready, buddy. It's time to rock.
These 5 amateurs all think they've got what it takes to become MasterChef. But at the end of today's heat, only 2 will become quarter-finalists.
This, your first test, is your calling card.
Your chance to show us and everybody watching how good you are.
Here we go. Your first MasterChef adventure. Ladies and gentlemen, 1 hour, 15 minutes. Let's cook.
I've really thought about my dishes. I've had sleepless nights where I've been tweaking my dishes in my head and had to get up and go and sit on the stair and write down recipes so I don't forget them in the morning. Yeah, just really glad that I'm here now and looking forward to doing it.
What do you do now, James?
I am an art teacher.
Are you?
I am indeed, yes.
Does that mean you've got an amazing eye for decoration?
Normally my portions are so big you can't make them look delicate, but I'm hoping today I'll be able to pull it out of the bag.
James is essentially cooking us sticky ribs with scallops and apple salad. But what a lot of ingredients to do it with. There's everything from sesame seeds, Chinese fire spice, Japanese rice vinegar, chili flakes to star anise, Thai fish sauce, and he's got Chinese Shosheng wine. So he's using every ingredient from all over Asia. James is screaming out to me, I'm an adventurous cook. I also love to chuck lots of things at the plate.
I started cooking when I was younger. I used to watch my mum. She always used to get me involved. I enjoyed it and started doing it by myself. I was always quite independent. I moved out when I was 16, so I had to fend for myself.
Nice, happy, relaxed smile, Natalie.
Yes, I'm feeling chilled.
Are you?
Yes.
How are you managing that? Because that may be a first on MasterChef.
I've cooked this so many times, I think I could do it with my eyes closed now.
What are you making?
I'm making a pan-fried fillet of black cod with bone marrow gnocchi, fricassee of mushrooms and a lemon butter sauce.
How many times have you cooked this?
I don't know, probably about 10, 15 times.
Who have you fed it to?
Just my partner.
And how did he feel about eating it 10 times?
Really happy, actually.
Natalie's going way out. An extraordinary dish. Black cod, bone marrow gnocchi, fricassee of mushrooms, and a lemon butter sauce. Wow. Black cod lives in very, very cold water. It's a lot denser than normal white cod that we're used to. It's a bit darker, the skin is a little bit thicker. It's going to take a little bit longer than a conventional piece of cod. So right now, Natalie's got to be able to make sure that she cooks it and leaves it to rest, because it's a dense fish.
Take stuff into the office all the time and the girls try it, and one of them laughingly said to me, oh, you should apply for MasterChef, and I just laughed it off at the time. And then I thought, you know, I'm at the stage where my children have all left home now and it's just me, and this is something I can do for me. Yeah, I could do this.
Tina, you're baking.
I am. I'm going back to skills that I learned when I was a child at home.
Really?
Yes.
About 10 years ago? How much cooking do you do?
A lot, most days. I used to cook for the children, but they've always left home, so now it's just me.
How many kids?
3.
Did you work as well?
Yes.
Do you work now?
Yeah, yeah.
What do you do?
I'm an accountant.
Are you?
Yeah, yeah.
I tell you what, we're getting on so well.
Tina is making for us plum frangipane or almond tart when serving that with custard. Plum and almonds work beautifully together. It'll demonstrate some skill, a bit of style, and it could be a lovely thing to eat.
It does need a good 35 minutes to cook, but it's all looking good so far.
You are halfway.
At the moment, I work as a statistician in the education sector. I'm dealing with numbers most of the time, which is fantastic, but sometimes I can't really use my creative side as much as I'd like to.
Who thought it was a good idea for you to come on MasterChef?
My best friend actually badgered me until she knew that I'd submitted the application this year, so it's down to her, it's her fault.
Do your mates think you're a great cook?
Yeah, they just sort of arrange parties and then I have to cook.
That's nice.
Yeah.
What are you going to make for us?
I have a rack of lamb covered in ras el hanout.
North African spice?
Yep, and it's just sitting there really until I need it to give it as long as possible to put the flavours in.
Fine.
That's how I like it, so hopefully you will like it.
No pressure.
I like that lovely Moroccan Middle Eastern flavours, lamb, aubergine puree, feta, pomegranate. But right now Charlotte is playing with fire because a big piece of lamb like that takes between 20 and 25 minutes at least, and then it needs to rest. She's promising to cook it for around about 12 minutes after it's been seared.
Bit nervous about meeting John and Greg, to be honest. It's people that you see on the telly, now you're going to meet them, you don't know what to expect. You don't want to give them something that is terrible. It's a lot. That's where the pressure is.
Simon, what are you making?
I'm making a chicken and chorizo stuffed tortellini with smoked garlic and pancetta sauce with a pancetta crisp and pea shoots.
You look a little bit scared.
Bit daunted, first time in there, I think. Get this one done, and then things will settle down. I know I can do this at home standing on my head, pretty much, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Listen, don't be so scared. Can you not imagine that you're in your own kitchen at home? No.
I'm trying, yeah. It's a little bit different.
Simon, come here. Come here, look, come here. Relax, all right?
Calm.
I love what it is you're doing, all right? And I want you to enjoy it. Good luck.
Thank you.
Simon's making his tortellini filled with chorizo and chicken, served with a tomato sauce which is flavoured with pancetta. But on his bench, he has a strainer full of all the deliciousness from the smoky pancetta and the tomatoes, which he's discarding because he wants a fine tomato sauce. Lovely, tasty things being thrown away by Simon. Such a shame.
Getting there, slowly settling down a little. All I need to do now is cook these and then away we go. It's time to plate up.
You have 15 minutes left.
15 minutes, right, that's good to know. Yeah, should be fine, hopefully.
I'm quite calm. Everything's going to plan.
You've got just over 5 minutes, everyone.
Last touches. That's it. Your time's up.
How'd you find it?
It was all right, actually. I was just paranoid about soggy bottom, but I think it's all right.
First up is art teacher James, who's cooked spiced sticky pork rib meat with shiitake mushrooms, pak choy, king scallop with yuzu and sesame, a pickled salad with Granny Smith and cucumber in a hoisin broth.
I had some induction issues and burnt my scallops a bit.
You've had a harsh introduction to induction.
Very much so.
Why I don't think this works is the sticky ribs that you love, that everybody loves, are no longer sticky once you give them a bath in a broth.
I know, well, I was meant to have the broth on the side in a nice little jug to pour on, which is why the salad is now waterlogged and horrible and lost its crispiness. But in the panic of running out, I just poured it on.
I see. The scallops were supposed to be dry, the salad was supposed to be dry, the ribs were supposed to be dry, and the broth was supposed to be on the side.
Just at the end, yeah.
Right. Mate, do not ever bath it all in broth again because it's spoilt it.
I know.
James, it doesn't work, I'm sorry. I estimate somewhere between 28 and 30 different ingredients, 9 different flavours, all in one bowl, and you can't make it work. Clarity. Take away 25 of the ingredients.
Never mind. Never mind.
Statistician Charlotte has served Moroccan spiced rack of lamb with aubergine puree, griddled aubergine, and a herb, feta and pomegranate salad.
You're on the edge with that lamb.
Problem with my timer, but that's okay for me.
I think 12 minutes is pushing it a bit. I think that salad is lovely. Fresh mint, cucumber, sweet bits of pomegranate. Very, very good indeed.
Yep.
The flavour of the mint with the feta cheese and the pomegranate is a really lovely thing. Your aubergine puree underneath is lacking a little bit of that real smokiness and depth. Cook a rack of lamb, cook it for a good 15 to 20 minutes and let it rest.
Yeah. Wish it had gone perfectly, but, you know, it hasn't. So I'm just going to remain positive and try my best in the next round.
30-year-old Natalie's calling card is pan-fried black cod, bone marrow gnocchi, wild mushrooms and parmesan, purple sprouting broccoli, and lemon butter sauce.
It's an interesting looking plate of food.
Black cod is a cold water fish. You can't crisp up its skin. It's got to come off. I really like the mushrooms, the broccoli, the lemon sauce, and the Parmesan cheese. I think that's a really light but still powerful, zingy flavour. Really, really good. Parmesan and cod, I'm not convinced by.
The flavours in here are all really big and really bold. Beautifully light, wonderful gnocchi, smoky with the bone marrow, the woodiness of the mushrooms, and then the saltiness of Parmesan cheese. Fantastic.
Everything was cooked as it should have been, so yeah, happy with that. Hopefully they liked it enough to get me through.
Accountant Tina's dessert is a plum and almond frangipane tart with vanilla custard.
This does not look as smart as I expected it to look.
No, it's sunk a little.
I was expecting some slices of fine plum fanned around the outside to give it a smooth finish.
Yes.
Very nice. Wow, there's enough vanilla there to sink a battleship.
Your shell is too thick because the amount of frangipane to fruit ratio is wrong. Make a plum tart which is nice and fine. Take the time to make it into a beautiful pattern. There will be the difference between the tart you make at home and the tart you make on MasterChef.
I think the inside of your tart needs more cooking.
Right.
And it needs more plums, because at the moment I've got thick, sticky almond and butter, and it needs the sharpness of plums. However, I like your pastry, love your custard.
I'm feeling okay. There was lots of good points. Custard was great. Good criticism, so I'm pleased.
Last up is father of 4 Simon, who's cooked chorizo and chicken tortellini in a pancetta, smoked garlic and tomato sauce, garnished with pea shoots.
I don't know what it's going to taste like, but that looks beautiful. Absolutely stunning. I love those flavours. Chili, chorizo, tomato, they're big flavours. You've balanced them very well and you've made some nice pasta and it looks good. Quite why you were shaking in your trainers, I've no idea. That's a pretty good start.
Thank you.
I really appreciate the amount of skill in here. You made pasta, you made fillings, you made a sauce, and then the way in which you presented the dish shows me somebody who's got a bit of style. But that sauce that sits underneath that pasta is tasty. What you strained out of it and left in that strainer over there was delicious. I think you can leave some stuff in rather than trying to refine it.
Thank you. I'm really pleased. It couldn't have gone any better. The way I feel now is where I want to be.
Well done, all of you. Greg and I are now going to choose our favourite dish, and those 2 cooks are going straight through. The remaining 3 will need to cook off against each other to secure their place in the competition.
My favourite dish was cooked by Simon. You can stop shaking now, Simon. Congratulations.
My favourite dish was cooked by Natalie. Well done. Simon, Natalie, thank you very much indeed.
I'm incredibly happy to have gotten through straight away. I was really worried.
It's fantastic. I mean, that's the kind of feedback that you want. It gives you confidence and inspires you to go on and get better.
Never mind.
Is that what happens now?
I thought that was the scary bit, isn't it?
I thought I had a good chance of going through.
This is a reinvention test. Using the main ingredient that you used in the calling card round, we want you to make a completely different dish. Make sure that you are our favourite dish next time.
At the end of this, 2 of you will be joining Simon and Natalie, 1 of you will be leaving the competition. You have 1 hour. Impress us. Let's cook.
The contestants can also use ingredients from a larder, which includes a selection of fruits and veg, cheese, nuts, and herbs and spices.
Reinvention test, and a couple of our guys got their work cut out. And actually, being given a handful of plums or a piece of pork rib, gotta be thinking on your feet.
Charlotte's main ingredient is a rack of lamb.
Charlotte, how do you feel now? Are you disappointed or are you keen to demonstrate skill?
Disappointed initially, but now I think it's just another opportunity to show you my skills.
What lesson did you learn from the comments about your dish?
To check the timer and just to make sure that I'm happy with the way it's cooked, maybe use a bit more touch to make sure that it's been cooked properly.
Charlotte's making marinated cutlets, and she's serving that with a potato and tomato mixture and a carrot salad.
All I want to see her do now is make sure she cooks that lamb properly. You are halfway. Only 30 minutes left. How are you feeling now, James?
Glad I've got another chance.
You were a bit upset.
I was upset, yes.
What are you making?
I'm making sort of a curry-flavoured rib dish this time. You're going to have to get your fingers dirty and your face dirty, hopefully. And then I'm going to have a bit of a salad with red onions, tomatoes, coriander, and maybe a few other things which I'm still processing at the moment. As long as I redeem myself and produce something that you and John enjoy, I'll be happy.
Listen, march on into a glorious sunset that looks like ribs.
Lovely. Thank you very much.
James has got his little ribs and he's making a curry He's also making some bread, which is a really good idea, and then a little salad to go on the side. The issue that James has got is those ribs. At the moment, he's boiling them in a sauce, and they could be just like boiled meat. I hope they're not.
Tina has to use plums for her dish.
Yo, Teen.
Yo, Greg.
Tina, how are you feeling now?
Yeah, I'm feeling okay. Took on board what you said this morning about how I need to start looking at a dish and sort of to take it up to the next level. Hopefully I'll get there with this one. If not, it's something I can take on board for going forward for all the other dishes I prepare.
After this round, you want to stay in the competition?
Yeah. I'm not planning on going home for a few days.
Well done. Well done, Tina. That's what I like to hear. What are you making this time?
I'm doing you a spiced plum crumble.
Plum crumble is a nice idea.
Yeah.
Tina, give some thought to how you're going to present that.
I am going to do.
All right.
Yeah, OK. Super.
Plum crumble could be a beautiful thing, but she hasn't thought about presentation. We've got this big pan of roasted plums, crumble on top, and she's going to serve it with custard or cream.
Thinking about the feedback I got back this morning, trying now to present it in a better light, and hopefully they'll like it.
You've got 3 minutes.
One's mushy and one's firm.
Stop! Time's up.
That go better?
Loads better, yeah.
Good.
It's so hard in an hour trying to think of something new.
I just had to slice up those little racks and put them on the thing.
The thing is where you get an idea and you're like, perfect, and then you go over and you're like, oh, I haven't got that. It's hard, isn't it?
Tina, up you come, please.
First up is Tina, who had to reinvent her plum frangipan tart. She's made a plum crumble with hazelnut topping and star anise custard.
That's a lot better presentation than before. I like the fact you've done a star anise custard because there was no vanilla. I like the flavour in that. However, a crumble is supposed to be crumbly on the top and wet underneath, and that is really dry.
I like the hazelnuts that are inside that crumble topping and the cinnamon sitting with the plums. The star anise, that lovely aniseed flavour in the custard, actually is a clever little thing with the plums. It works really nicely. I think it's an all right dessert, but I think it needs to be more juicy.
OK. I've not let myself down. I could have done better, but it wasn't a disaster.
James, up you come, please, sir.
In his last dish, James's ribs were served in a bowl with 30 other ingredients. This time, he's made ribs with curry sauce, roti, and a tomato salad.
Once you've committed to cooking ribs in a short period of time, you've got a bit of an issue. These have just been boiled, and it tastes like boiled pork, and that's the problem.
Like the roti bread, I really do. I think that shows a bit of skill.
Good.
Curry sauce, you've got a bit of sharpness in there. It's got a layer of heat. It's a little harsh.
The ribs, I was struggling to think how best to cook them in such a short time, and then I decided they're actually overcooked.
Charlotte, would you bring your dish up, please?
Last up is Charlotte, who's served spiced griddled lamb cutlets with a tomato and potato curry.
And where's the carrot salad?
I decided not to put it on the plate.
Right. You have a crust around that lamb, and because of the heat from that grill, it's starting to become a bit charred and a bit bitter. Yeah. What I do like is the flavour of the tomato, onion and coriander with huge amounts of smoky turmeric, and there's a sweetness in the background which is really, really nice.
The potatoes are undercooked.
I just wanted to have a really, really good dish in this round. Shouldn't be serving undercooked potatoes.
Interesting, riddled with errors, but that doesn't mean there isn't potential. John and I need now to make a decision on who follows Natalie and Simon into the next round, and of course, who unfortunately goes home. Off you go, thank you. I know Charlotte can do good flavours because I've now had it in 2 dishes, but every time she cooks, something is undercooked.
I really hope that they do put me through because I know I can do better. So I just want a chance to show them that.
You and I believe that Tina has got a bit of skill. She makes pastry, she makes frangipane, and we've seen her make really lovely custard twice. But both the dishes need a little bit more work. They're both a little bit dry and a bit crumbly.
The lady's obviously got skill, but she's got to complete a lovely dish, John.
I think they've seen I do have some skill. Whether or not they think I've got enough is another thing, but I think I have got enough to take it to the next level.
James's calling card was really muddled, and his intentions were good, but there's just far too many flavours.
With the reinvention test, he pared it back a little bit, but overcooked the ribs.
I've got a glimmer of hope that they didn't completely hate that dish. I might, by the skin of my teeth, get through, but yeah, we'll wait and see.
For me, there's one person whose competition is over.
Is it me?
No, you're still staying here.
Well done. There wasn't a lack of ambition. And there most certainly wasn't a lack of care and effort. 2 of you will be joining Simon and Natalie. 1 of you, unfortunately, will be going home.
The person leaving us is James.
I was expecting it, but obviously I'm really disappointed that it didn't go as well as I know it could have gone, but life goes on.
I know I can do better, so I'm looking forward to having the opportunity to show that I can cook better.
That was really tense. I feel really happy that I'm going to get to cook again.
You are cooking for a place in a MasterChef quarter-final. Only 2 of you will make it through.
Today, you're cooking for Greg and I and 3 cooks who have made it here in the MasterChef kitchen. Natalie Coleman, Daksha Mistry, and Michael Sanders. 2 courses, 1 hour and 15 minutes. We wish you the very best of luck. Let's cook.
It is a lot to do in the time given, so you've got to be really organised. I have a running order in my mind of exactly what needs to happen, and I'm absolutely petrified that I'm going to fall off that time scale and everything's just going to go to pot and I won't know where I am.
How do you feel about today?
I'm not feeling too bad, actually. I'm not too stressed.
What are you cooking?
I'm cooking a seafood laksa and a raspberry and frangipani tart with a rose chantilly cream.
How much would you like a quarter-final place?
I would really love to come back and cook another dish. It's getting enjoyment from giving people food.
I think that's probably a great place to start.
Thank you.
My issue right now for Natalie is not her ambition, not the menu, but actually can she get it done? Because she's got to make pastry. She's got to make frangipane, she's got to get tarts cooked, she's got to make laksa, she's got to make a sambal. It's a lot of work.
Found the first 2 challenges difficult, definitely tougher than expected. I've got a newfound respect for previous contestants.
In the last round, when we announced it, I've never seen such a look of relief on a contestant's face.
I'm so happy that I'm still here. I really am, because I was so disappointed because I know that I could have done better in the last 2 challenges.
So what are you cooking for us, Charlotte?
Pork tenderloins with some baby veg, mustard and creme fraiche sauce.
OK, and dessert?
Making a lime posset with a brandy snap filled with raspberry cream and white chocolate truffle.
Are you confident you can make it through to the quarter-final?
Yes, I'm good enough, I know it.
Fair dues.
Good luck, Charlotte.
Thanks, guys.
Piece of roast pork, mustard sauce and some vegetables. Lovely. Could be lovely if it's done with a gentle touch. The one thing today she's going to do is cook everything properly.
Huge amount of work going into a dessert with a posset, a brandy snap, raspberry cream and a white chocolate truffle. I'll be really impressed if she manages to make them all. You've had half an hour.
There are some very good cooks in there. I feel perhaps I'm the one that's lagging behind that's got the most to prove. But if mine's perfect and one of them has a bad day, who knows?
What are you making?
I am making a Thai green curry with chicken, and then I'm doing a rhubarb fool with pink peppercorn shortbread. The curry I do often at home, and it's a real sort of family meal and something that means quite a lot to me, and I do it all the time, and it always usually goes down very well. I'm hoping today it will go down well with you.
And they know you're feeding us with a family favourite?
Yep.
Does that put you under more pressure? Or?
I don't know, really. I mean, they like it no matter what you say.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thai green curry has to be authentic. It's got to have notes of sweet, sour, salty and hot. It's got to really make you stand up and look and your eyes wide open and your nostrils wide open. It's got to pack a punch.
We've got a rhubarb fool, rhubarb with cream, and a shortbread biscuit with pink peppercorns. A fool can be the most wonderful, creamy, fruity thing, or it can be a bit of a letdown.
Eight dishes, all the same, 75 minutes. That's a big challenge. If I pull it off, I'm going to be really pleased.
Simon, you were my favourite cook from the first round.
Yeah, thank you.
What are you cooking for us, Simon?
Moroccan spice sweet potato almondine with harissa rack lamb, followed by a chocolate souffle with a minted chantilly cream.
You know the ghastly history of soufflés on MasterChef, do you?
Yeah, it's definitely a risk. I just wanted to show some skill. Hopefully I can pull it off.
You still look as nervous as you did when I first met you.
You want to do well, don't you? It's as simple as that, really.
Just take it one round at a time, mate.
Yeah.
One round at a time.
I've suddenly got myself all green. What is this green for?
That's for the dessert.
What is it?
That's just colouring.
What's this for?
I'm putting it in the chantilly cream.
That's amazing. Look, I feel like I've just eaten Kermit. Simon's cooking a rack of lamb coated with harissa, served with little sweet potato almondine and a beetroot puree. Nice. The thing is, where's the sauce? The beetroot puree might be enough to keep it all moist, but for me, I feel like it still needs a sauce or a dressing.
I don't really know why Simon wants green cream with these chocolate souffle. I think it's just showing off for showing off's sake, and it's a bit unnecessary.
This is quite a tough round. I remember my one. I sat for about 15 minutes crying afterwards. I wouldn't want to be in their shoes.
I know people look at the food with their eye, but if the plating is fantastic and the flavours are not there, then it's pointless.
I remember when I did this very same round last year, and I didn't do great. That pressure can get to you. I think that all of us around the table will have that in mind when we're tasting the food today.
Natalie, 7 minutes left, mate, yeah?
Yep.
Natalie's menu mains, seafood laksa. Looking forward to that. Well, the only problem I would see is the spicing level. Laksa is a pretty spicy dish. You can go overboard, but at the same token, you need to sort of balance the flavours.
Are you going to be on time?
I hope so.
No, we don't do hope so's. Are you going to be on time?
Yeah.
Good.
Looks completely different from when I've done it at home. It tastes a bit different as well. There's supposed to be a lot more broth at the bottom of this, but...
You wanted it wetter, did you?
Yeah.
Let's go. No?
Hi guys. So today I've cooked for you a seafood laksa. I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you.
Laksa. It doesn't smell like laksa, nor does it look like laksa, but hope it tastes like laksa. I just feel it's lacking in sauce a little bit, in my opinion.
It's meant to be a broth, and the noodles, some of them are not coated in any sauce, and some of them are.
I think the seafood's cooked really well. The tofu's good. The eggs cooked nicely. I think that if I was going to make any criticisms, it would be it's just lacking in a little bit of seasoning, really. Could do with some more lime, more fish sauce, more soy, just more flavour, really.
We've got some issues here with this. We have some issues.
The paste is not cooked out properly, so it starts off really mellow and then it burns your throat. The squid's not cooked in there, it's rubbery. The noodles haven't got any dressing on them. It's awful.
Right, Natalie, tart cases are in.
Yep.
Yep, 15 minutes, dessert goes.
Okie doke.
Go, girl.
So Natalie is serving us a pistachio frangipan for dessert. All those flavours seem to work. I just hope that she can bring them all together.
Love the colours. They look like they come out of Magic Roundabout. 60 seconds. You've got to get these out of the cases, onto the plates and away. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Off we go.
Looks like the Martians have landed.
Hi again. All right. Yes, good. So you've got a pistachio and raspberry frangipani tart with a rose chantilly cream. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I really like a tart, however I don't like a cream. It tastes to me like my nan's sock drawer.
She hasn't been shy with the rosewater, and rosewater and pistachio works for me, so, you know, overall, I quite like it.
The tart, I'm a bit concerned that it's slightly under, but the flavours are there.
I'm absolutely gutted. The pastry's not cooked, the inside's not cooked.
I'm really sad about this.
I don't think I did very well at all. There was a lot of fundamental errors. Yeah, but a lot of timing issues, so quite badly.
Shazza, 2.5 minutes, mate. Wow, look at the smile on your face. You happy?
I'm ready to plate up.
Go, girl!
Charlotte is serving us a pork tenderloin with mustard sauce, apple puree and baby vegetables. There's no question that all of those flavours work together, but tenderloin has a tendency to dry out. Hopefully she doesn't overcook it.
Oh. Nice. What's that?
Applesauce.
Oh, I say. Well done. This looks really nice. Hope it tastes good.
Me too.
You gotta go, Charlotte.
Thank you.
Hey, I've made you a roasted pork tenderloin with mustard, creme fraiche and whiskey sauce, an apple sauce and baby vegetables. Hope you enjoy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This looks banging. I'm well happy. She's cooked that pork to perfection. A little bit pink, looks a bit juicy. Happy to dive in there.
Wow, that tastes delicious. The pork is cooked perfectly. The whole thing marries very well. The vegetables are cooked well. The carrots are beautiful. I mean, the sauce itself is absolutely gorgeous. I think she's done a very good job.
It's just lovely. There's bags and bags of flavour in there. I think that she's done a really great job.
Yeah, no, she's smashed that. She's a good girl.
Well done, Charlotte. That is a good tasting plate of food.
There's promise in this dish from Charlotte. I'm pleased. I'm pleased.
Yeah! Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. 15 minutes.
Yep.
So Charlotte's serving us a lime posset, ginger brandy snap and white chocolate truffle.
I'm concerned about the white chocolate. It's difficult chocolate to work with, having very low cocoa butter on it. So I'm seeing how she does that.
You need to be gone in 60 seconds. White truffle.
So what are you going to do? What's your plan?
I'm just going to quenelle it a bit.
Happy?
Yeah.
Ready to go?
Let's go. The technique is solid.
I've made you a lime posset with a ginger brandy snap filled with raspberry cream and some white chocolate truffle.
Nice.
Thank you.
Good snap, isn't it? Fantastic.
The one thing that I was worried about is that this would all be a bit too sweet together, but in fact it's not. You know, there's a really nice sharpness from the lime and it all comes together nicely. I'm enjoying it.
I really like her brandy snap. I like that she's put the raspberries in there so they're quite tart, because otherwise it would have been too sweet.
Got a little bit of bitterness from the burnt brandy snap, but apart from that, the posset is absolutely divine.
This is sort of a pool of creamy sweet and sourness with a crispy biscuit on top. It doesn't really do it for me.
But you know what does impress me is the technique.
I feel a lot happier with what I did on this challenge compared with the others. So I think John and Greg will enjoy it, hopefully. And I'm confident that my meat was cooked really well too.
Tina, she's cooking a Thai green curry with basmati rice. There's no icing beyond that.
It's one of those things where the ingredients has to be balanced. You can't have it too sharp and too spicy. As long as she's used the correct ingredients, quite happy to try that.
How long have I got?
You've got 3 minutes.
Right, okay, fine.
Oh, nice. I like that.
You happy with it all, Tina?
Yes.
Good ideas on presentation, Tina. Hey, you've been listening. Well done, and on time. Good eye for presentation.
Hello.
Hi. Hiya.
Today you've got a chicken Thai green curry with a basmati wild rice. Enjoy.
Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm going to pour it out like this. It's actually quite tasty. And to cook that rice like that to perfection under this stress, I think she's done a grand job.
You know, it's not the most authentic kind that I've tasted, but the flavours are there.
It's not spicy enough for me, and I think overall it's just lacking a little bit of seasoning.
This is just a bit watery and a bit thin. Yes, the chicken is cooked really nicely. Yes, the rice is cooked really, really nicely. But I may as well be eating a chicken casserole. It's not a Thai curry in any way, shape nor form.
You're a purist. The flavours of the sauce, they're not hugely strong, but they're there. I'll say that lady has come damn close to a good Thai chicken curry.
So for dessert, Tina's doing a rhubarb full with pink peppercorn shortbread, which sounds lovely. Pink peppercorns, they work perfect with rhubarb, but will they work perfect in shortbread? I don't know.
You've now got to get those desserts out.
OK.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
There's nothing else to go on, is there?
Oh, yes, there is.
What?
I've got some mint, but somewhere.
Mint. Where's your mint?
Oh, I shouldn't have done that.
No, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, never mind. What else have I got on here?
Do you need all your mint, Simon? Could she have a sprig?
Yes, please.
Come here. Thank you, Simon. Very generous. If she goes through and you don't.
Thank you very much.
Ready?
Yes.
Go, Tina.
Thank you. Hello again.
It's very pretty.
For dessert, you have got a rhubarb fool with a pink peppercorn shortbread biscuit. Enjoy. Thank you. Bye-bye.
She delivered, didn't she? That was really tasty.
I think that shortbread's lovely, and you can taste the pink peppercorns. The rhubarb's tart, but not too tart. It's really, really nice.
I mean, I've never had pink peppercorn with a biscuit. Beautiful. Goes down very easy.
That's nice. It's not too sweet. The cream is slightly sour, and she's kept the sharpness of the rhubarb. I like that.
But that shortbread peppercorn biscuit, I believe it's overcooked.
It's pressured. There's lots of things to think about, but I was really focused and really organised, and it's gone on really well. I'm really pleased with what I've done today.
So Simon is serving us harissa lamb with sweet potato, beetroot puree, fennel and lemon salads. There's so much going on. I don't even know where to begin on that one.
It's a bit of a mishmash going on here.
I like that, mate. You've got real style. Very nice, very clever. I would say that's close on pretty perfect. How relieved are you?
A lot. It's just the way I wanted it.
Calm down, Simon, you're panicking.
Are we there? Go! Come on!
Hi guys.
Hello, mate.
Hi there.
Hello.
Okay, there we go.
Lovely.
Okay, today I've made you harissa spice lamb with a sweet potato, Moroccan flavoured almondine, and a fennel, pomegranate and lemon salad.
Beautiful.
Let me enjoy it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
I'm too scared to tuck in because it just looks like a work of art. It's so beautiful.
I don't know about this one. When we read it on the menu, we were confused. Then it was put on the table and it looked amazing. And then we tasted it and it unfortunately doesn't taste of much.
And the lamb, although it says it's harissa coating on it, I mean, I can just see a little bit, but both of my lamb on both sides is just very plain.
I think maybe just a touch more seasoning. I think it could be a good dish.
Good looking plate of food. Sweet potato, I like, needs a load more seasoning in it. The beetroot, I think, is nice, but I think it needs a lot more beetroot on the plate.
Lamb's cooked really well, really, really well. And I don't know what's in that beetroot puree, but I love it. All right?
Yeah, good.
Simon, soufflés and green cream in 15 minutes.
Simon's dessert is chocolate souffle with vanilla and mint chantilly cream. Souffle is a very difficult thing to do. To rise or not rise, that's the question.
How long are they going to take to cook, Simon?
Hopefully just under 15 minutes.
Six minutes. All you're going to do is get that cream done and the souffle out the oven and you're fine.
Maybe a bit under.
Ooh. Go, 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 go. Ah.
Thank you.
OK, what you've got is a dark chocolate souffle with a minted chantilly cream and creme de menthe.
Oh, thank you very much.
First impression, he got well-risen soufflés on MasterChef with an oven that he's hardly used before, so yeah, hats off.
It's gooey in the middle, just the way it should be. Delicious, really nice. This tastes disgusting. Oh, it's like my mother's old medicine. My mother used to give me this in the olden days. Oh, the creme de menthe shouldn't be there, in my opinion. I think it's just ruined the whole of my dish here.
The creme de menthe divided the crowd a little bit. I don't mind it. I think overall the attention for me is on the souffle. It's well cooked, it's well risen, it tastes lovely.
I quite like the chocolate rim on the creme de menthe. It's like a naughty after eight. I think this boy has got serious skills for this early on in the competition.
The outside of that souffle is absolutely lovely. It's made really well, it's very tasty, it's a good thing.
John, I'll tell you what, they had enough pack some chocolate punch as well.
Yeah, I'm happy, I am. I'm quite pleased. I know the souffle wasn't perfect. Everyone knows it's a risk to do it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. The lamb, I thought, was good, so I'm quite happy.
I've really enjoyed today. I've really enjoyed watching them work. And the other thing I find intriguing is the twists and turns of the competition from one round to the next. It never ever seems to play out the way I expect it to.
I'm frustrated by Natalie because her calling card, for me, there was so much promise, but it wasn't realised in this round. Really disappointed. I had great hopes, and I think Natalie blew it today.
Yeah, I think I'm in serious danger of going home now.
Charlotte's main course of pork with vegetables had all the ingredients to make a very, very dull dish, but it was lovely. And the reason it was lovely is she took quite humble ingredients and cooked them very well indeed.
Charlotte needed a good round, and she's proved herself to be able to pick herself up by her bootstraps and bring herself back into the competition.
I do feel really happy, but obviously we'll just have to wait and see what happens, because I don't know how everyone else has done.
I'm impressed by Tina's progress. I know her Thai green curry wasn't as good as she wanted it to be, but the presentation was excellent.
I don't think that was a Thai curry in any way, shape or form. It may be called a Thai curry, but it wasn't anything like a Thai curry.
You just have to cook from the heart and do what you think is best. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I hope they did.
Simon is obviously an incredible talent. You've only got to look at his cookery skill, what he's attempting, and the look of his plates is absolutely incredible. He isn't the finished article right now. he does make mistakes.
Obviously, there's room to improve. That's why we're all here. It wasn't all perfect, but I think it was definitely above average.
We now need to make a decision. Who stays and who goes? 2 quarter-final places up for grabs. In my mind, I've got one absolute favourite to stay. I've got one person I believe should go. We made our decision.
Our first quarter-finalist is Simon. Our second quarter-finalist is Charlotte.
It's the way it goes on the day. Sometimes everything just goes wrong.
It's a tough competition and they can only take the best, and I think they have taken the 2 best through.
Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, it feels amazing to say I'm MasterChef quarter-finalist. I am so happy.
If someone told me this morning I'd be a MasterChef quarter-finalist, I wouldn't maybe not have believed them. Yeah, I'm totally happy. Yeah, really, really happy.
Next time, it's the quarter-final. Charlotte and Simon will join Pete and Sarah to fight for their place, cooking for one of the country's top restaurant critics.
There's just really vivid, intense flavours there. I really am impressed by that.
How do I put this? I don't like it at all.